Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We're diving into something that might look tiny and ordinary, but for coin lovers and collectors, this little piece of metal holds stories, secrets, and potential treasure. We're talking about the 1995 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin you might have seen in your pocket change or hidden away in an old coin album. But listen to this carefully because this penny is far more fascinating than it looks. The 1995 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and with over 7 billion of them produced, it's one of the most common pennies from that era. Yet there's more to discover than just its face value. Rarest.org first. Let's talk about what makes this coin special beyond being just pocket change. It features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, the first U.S. president to be featured on a regular issue coin, a design dating back over a century. But what brings people to collect and study this 1995 penny isn't just history. It's rarity, condition, and errors that supercharge its appeal. Rarest.org. Most of the 1995 pennies you'll find in circulation are worn and worth just a few cents in everyday use. But collectors chase versions that are in top condition, with bright original copper color and full detail. In uncirculated condition, these coins start turning heads and gaining value because people love pristine examples that still show the original mint luster. Rarest.org, and that's just the beginning. Some of the most exciting finds with this coin aren't the perfectly struck ones. It's the errors that can make collectors' hearts race. One of the coolest and rarest varieties linked to 1995 pennies are the double die obverse errors. In these, the letters on the obverse, especially Liberty and the date, look like they've got a ghosted shadow or doubling effect. Believe it or not, this mistake can completely transform a common penny into something collectors hunt for. Antiques know how. There are also dramatic minting mishaps, coins struck off-center, coins struck without the usual copper plating, and other anomalies that occurred during production. Some of these findings aren't just neat. They're collectible gems that bring fun stories and big smiles to die-hard numismatists. Techmesa.org. So what does all this mean in real market terms? Let's get into the numbers that make collectors sit up and take notice. Right now, a typical 1995 penny in circulated condition might only bring a tiny amount more than its face. But if you find one that is uncirculated and well-preserved, its value climbs significantly. Condition really matters. The cleaner, brighter, and more flawless your coin, the more a collector will pay. Coino, and here's the exciting part. Some rare versions of this coin have sold at auctions for several $1,000s, especially those with notable error features and top grading. These high-end sales reflect how deeply collectors value unique and unusual pieces. Coino, if you're sitting there thinking you might have one of these in your old collection or coins jar, take a closer look. You might be surprised what a 1995 Lincoln penny can really be worth. Before we go, don't forget, if you enjoy discovering coin secrets and rare finds, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single treasure hunt with us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we uncover more hidden gems from the world of coins. Stay curious and keep collecting. Top 2. We're exploring a coin that might look small and ordinary in your pocket. But for collectors, it's a hidden gem with stories, rarity, and potential value. We're talking about the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny, no mint mark, a coin struck in Philadelphia and part of the classic Lincoln cent series that at first glance. The 1981 no mint mark penny seems like any other penny. Abraham Lincoln's familiar portrait graces the front, and the Lincoln Memorial appears on the back. But for collectors, the real excitement lies in its condition, rarity, and possible minting errors. Most 1981 pennies are common in circulation, making them worth just a few cents. But those that are uncirculated, with full original luster and sharp details, can attract significant attention. Collectors love these pristine coins because they are harder to find in perfect condition after more than 4 decades. But here's where things get interesting. Some 1981 pennies have mint errors that make them highly sought after. These include off-center strikes, double dies, or repunched mint marks. Even minor variations in the lettering or date can turn a common penny into a collectible treasure. Enthusiasts eagerly search coin rolls for these unusual examples, And finding one can be thrilling. So what's the real value of a 1981 no-mint mark penny? In circulated condition, it's usually just above face value. But in gem uncirculated condition, or with notable error features, collectors have paid hundreds of dollars at auction. Exceptional examples with rare errors can even reach higher, depending on grading and demand. If you've ever had a jar of old coins lying around, now is the perfect time to check for these hidden treasures. That 1981 penny in your drawer could be worth far more than you imagine. If you love discovering coin secrets and rare finds, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Join us as we uncover more hidden gems and valuable coins that most people overlook. Thanks for watching, and keep collecting with curiosity and excitement. Top 3. We're diving into a fascinating treasure from American coin history, the 1973 Lincoln 1-cent penny, no mint mark. If you're a coin collector or just love discovering rare coins, this one is going to grab your attention. Most of us see pennies every day, but some pennies are not just spare change. They can be hidden gems worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1973 Lincoln penny may seem ordinary at first glance, but there's more than meets the eye. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, this penny doesn't carry a mint mark, which already makes it slightly more common than its Denver counterpart. But don't be fooled. Among collectors, certain features and errors can dramatically increase its value. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1973 penny is the double die error, where doubling can appear on the obverse, especially on the words Liberty or the date itself. These subtle mistakes might be easy to miss with the naked eye, but under magnification, they turn an everyday coin into a rare collectible. Some coins also display off-center strikes or die cracks, which collectors love because they tell a story of the minting process and make each coin unique. Condition is everything when it comes to Lincoln cents. A 1973 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition can fetch a significantly higher price than one that's been through decades of pocket circulation. Even small differences in color, shine, and wear can turn a simple penny into a highly sought-after item. For coin enthusiasts hunting for value, the market today is very interesting. Prices for a high-grade 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can range from $40 to over $75 at auctions, depending on condition and rarity of any error. Coins with major errors or proof-like surfaces can even go higher, attracting intense competition from collectors. So next time you find a 1973 Lincoln penny lying around, don't just toss it in a jar. Take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history worth serious money. Collectors are always on the lookout for these hidden treasures, and with the right eye, you could spot something truly special. If you love exploring rare coins and discovering hidden treasures in everyday change, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on incredible coin finds. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, every penny has a story waiting to be uncovered. Top 4. We're exploring a classic pocket change coin that many people have seen their whole lives, yet very few truly understand its collector potential. The United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny from the year 1977 with no mint mark. This means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and during that time, Philadelphia did not place mint marks on pennies. Millions were made, but even common coins can become special when the right details come together. The 1977 Lincoln cent features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This was the heart of the memorial design era, and these pennies were part of everyday American life. People used them for groceries, newspapers, and candy, never imagining that decades later collectors would be studying them under magnification. What makes the 1977 no-mint mark penny interesting is not just its age, but the mint errors and varieties that exist within this date. One of the most searched for errors is the off-center strike. When the design is noticeably shifted and part of the coin is blank, collectors instantly recognize it as a mint mistake, not damage. Double die errors are another major attraction. Collectors carefully inspect the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date. True doubling looks raised and clearly separated, giving the letters a doubled appearance. These errors happen when the die receives more than one misaligned impression during creation, and they can turn an ordinary penny into a standout piece. Die cracks and die breaks are also commonly found on late 1970s cents. These appear as raised lines or bumps caused by worn or damaged dies. Some cracks are thin and subtle, while others are bold and dramatic, running across Lincoln's face or through the Lincoln Memorial. Each one is unique, which makes collectors appreciate them even more. Clipped planchet errors are another exciting possibility. These occur when a blank coin strip is improperly cut before striking, leaving a curved or straight missing section. Even smaller clips can add serious collector interest, especially when the coin is otherwise in strong condition. Condition plays a huge role in value. Most circulated 1977 pennies are only worth 1 cent because they show wear, dull color, and contact marks. But uncirculated examples with strong detail, original red color, and full mint luster are much harder to find today. These are the coins collectors compete for. Now let's talk about coin value and worth. A normal circulated 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is typically worth face value. Uncirculated examples can sell for a few dollars. Coins with genuine mint errors, depending on type, strength, and overall condition, have real market and auction values that range from about $20 to several $100s in words, with rare and dramatic errors sometimes selling for even more. So the next time you see a 1977 penny with no mint mark, don't ignore it. Take a closer look under good lighting and magnification. That small copper coin might be hiding an error and a story that collectors would love to own. If you enjoyed this video and love discovering valuable coins hiding in everyday change, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting. Top 5. We're exploring a coin that looks ordinary but can be extraordinary for collectors. The 1993 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a D mint mark from the Denver Mint. While millions of these pennies were produced, some of them have unique features and errors that make them highly sought after in the numismatic world. The 1993 D penny may seem like a common everyday coin, but for serious collectors, it's much more than spare change. One of the most exciting aspects is the presence of rare errors, which can dramatically increase a coin's value. Among the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where the doubling appears on the date or the word Liberty. This subtle but striking mistake is highly prized because it transforms a standard penny into a collector's gem. Other notable errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing or shifted, and die cracks, small raised lines caused by imperfections in the minting process. These imperfections make each coin unique, telling a story of how it was produced at the Denver Mint and adding significant interest for collectors. Even tiny variations in color or luster can make a difference in a coin's market appeal, as coins with original red or reddish-brown surfaces are often more valuable than those that have worn over time. Condition is critical when assessing the value of a 1993 D penny. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition with sharp details and bright surfaces are far more desirable than circulated examples. Even a small imperfection can affect the coin's value, which is why collectors carefully inspect every penny they acquired at today's market. A 1993 D Lincoln penny in high-grade condition typically ranges from $25 to $50 at auction. Coins that display major errors, such as double dies or significant off-center strikes, can fetch several $100s, depending on rarity and condition. Collectors are constantly scanning rolls, old jars, and change from the past decades, hoping to uncover one of these hidden treasures. If you come across a 1993 D Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. Look at the date, the lettering, and check for any unusual marks or doubling. You might be holding a small piece of history, a coin that's much more than just a penny. It's a collector's item waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and love exploring rare coins, hidden treasures, and fascinating stories from American coin history, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin find. Keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, every penny has a story waiting to be uncovered.